What's up, everybody? It's your boy AG with AG Technology Show. Answering all of your technology questions here live on the air. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to have my headphones on for just a second to make sure that you guys can hear me. Do me a favor and like this. And if you're watching the replay, shout out to you for watching the replay. I ask you to also share it, like this as well, because, okay, we can hear we good. I have a very, some guy has a real good sense of humor, and I'm going to share some things that happened to me live on today that will correlate to why the subject is having the right equipment. But before I do that, let's get to a couple of housekeeping things. Do me a favor. I need you guys to really help me out. I don't ask for any money. I don't solicit anything from you guys. I just want you guys to do me a favor and help me build the audience. So just like this, like the show. Like it, comment. Go to our AG Technology Consultants page. You can go to our AG Technology Consultants page and like the page, follow the page. Go to our YouTube channel. I have a goal to get 100 subscribers. I felt some kind of excited a little bit. My little niece is like 10 years old or something, and she got like 50 subscribers. Like, wait a minute, hold on. So I got to get 100 subscribers. I'm competing against my little niece. So I got to help me out. Again, for those who are first time here, I wanted to say thank you guys. This show was birthed out of the pandemic during the lockdown, the nationwide shutdown and lockdown. I went to God and said, God, how can I be a blessing to people? How can I add value to people's lives, not just my customers, but I want to add value to the world. What can I do? And the impression came upon me in my heart, and I believe it was the Holy Spirit. I know it was the Holy Spirit saying, do a tech show, because right now everybody is cramming and scrambling. You've done, Antonio, a great job. Your company's done a great job at helping people be prepared for this before they happen. I believe in repairing the roof before it starts raining. So a lot of my customers, a lot of my people that work with me, my client base, our client base is not just me anymore. Our client base in our company, a lot of those people were already prepared because we prepared in advance for things like this. So it was an easy transition. But then I realized that a lot of people who worked in corporate America had help desk and had maybe a resident, unofficial IT person. But now that individual or that department was slammed. To get a simple question answered, and you may be on hold for an hour, or take you a day for them to get back to you, which caused your productivity to be low. So during that time, and during this time, I developed God gave me the help desk. So you come on the air, you can ask all your questions. We're going to answer your questions live right here on the air. But also I like to give content and give some good information. So with all that being said, then we're going to shift gears. Do me a favor, share this with your following. Go subscribe to our AG Technology page, and also go to our YouTube channel. When we get done now, go to your YouTube channel and subscribe. So do you guys have any questions? I always want to open up by asking, do you have any technology questions? If you have any technology questions, comment below. And by the way, if you guys hear some background noise, I'm working from home today. I'm actually outside in the backyard. I have an office set up in the backyard, but I'll get to that in a moment. So if you hear any background noise, forgive me. I'm in the house and I had to come inside, which I'll discuss in just a moment. So I got a 13-year-old running around here, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I love her, but I'll just leave it at that. So with that being said, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to get right into the content. Oh, before I do that, listen. AG Technology is, as I've been confessing for those who are rocking with me, we're going to thrive through the pandemic. We're not going to survive. We're going to thrive. And we are thriving. To the point right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking to hire. I am in desperate need of an administrative assistant / office manager. The truth is that may end up being two different positions. But for right now, I am looking for an office manager / office manager / administrative assistant, immediate looking to hire. Will most likely start out part-time, but will quickly evolve to full-time. And depending on your skill sets, we may bring you on full-time right away, immediately. So send your resumes You can send your resumes to, let me put it on the screen here. I had it somewhere. Where did it go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Here we go. Send your resumes to support@agtechsupport.net. Send your resumes to agtechsupport.net. Okay, send your resumes to agtechsupport. support@agtechsupport.net. Send your resumes. Okay. And the second position we're looking for is an accounts payable / invoice specialist. So accounts payable / invoice specialist. You don't have to have an accounting background for what I'm asking you to do. As an invoice specialist, I will train you on what to do. But we definitely need someone in that position immediately as well. Now, if you have an accounting background, that's absolutely phenomenal, because I do have a resident accountant, but we need someone to do some data entry, some invoice specialists, to do some things in the accounting department. We really do need you guys. So send your resumes. It's important, imperative. We're looking to get this hire done ASAP. So I'm looking to get this hire done by I'd like to have it solidified and ready to rock and roll by Monday of next week. By next week, up and rolling, in working and functioning with all the things you need to be successful. So support at AG, I got that right? Yeah, support at agtechsupport.net. All right, guys. So now, thank you guys for hanging out with me with those administrative tasks and those things. So the question on the table is, let me put this up. The question on the table, yeah. The third position we'll be hired for shortly is a producer for the show. So with that being said, I did. All right, here we go. Do you have the right setup? Do you have the right setup? Well, so I thought I was gonna get cute today. Again, I'm working from home today, and maybe working from home tomorrow, while some of the things are happening behind the scenes. So I'll say, what's a nice, it's not too hot outside. It's a little cloudy, which is great, because the sun's not coming down on top of my head. So I'm like, I'm gonna go outside, and I'm gonna do my show from outside. I got a beautiful backyard, nice backdrop, got the birds chirping in the wind, nice breeze. But guess what? The sun decided to come out. And when the sun decided to come out, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, that thing started beaming down my head. My laptop started steaming. The phone started getting hot. Although I got a fan outside blowing, it was not enough. So that led me to really realize that, the thought process of having the right setup is so key. Having the right equipment is so key. I had a conversation with my social media consultant / mentor on last week. I think it was Friday of last week. And one of the things that we talked about is having the right equipment is so important. So that got me to thinking. So I actually had to relocate inside to get my laptop. Here's a quick tech hack for you guys. If little one, can you please keep it down? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I had to ask the little one to keep it down a little bit. All right, let's go. That's why it's important to have the right setup. So here's the deal. So here's why I brought that to your attention. Kids are going back to school, especially younger learners, your college kids, high school, they're all the way to school. And one of the things that me and my social media consultant talked about is having the right equipment. Equipment will make your job so much easier, so much more. It takes the stress away. And for me in the tech space, I get frustrated when things don't work the way they need to work with technology. Or let me not say I get frustrated. If the technology I have is not sufficient, it slows down productivity. And when it slows down productivity, that's when I get frustrated. Okay. So I talked about this a lot. You guys heard me talk about this a lot. Prior to the pandemic, I had bought a brand new MacBook Air, state of the art, latest and greatest, for what I needed to do. Well, when the social media live thing came up, and all the Zoom conferences, all the any meeting conferences, online conferences, WebEx conferences, webinars, my little nice, sleek, not inexpensive, nice, sleek, compact MacBook Air does not cut the mustard. It just does not. I'm like, man, I spent all this money on this MacBook Air. I don't want to buy a computer. And the truth of the matter is, I had to make a hard decision to actually make the investment in another computer. Why? Because it's going to make everything so much more effective. So I am posing that question to you guys: is what in your space, what technology do you have that you can't hold back on? You got to make that investment. Even if you have to get a short-term loan or something, to make that invest, short interest or whatever the case may be, because it's going to help you be productive down the road. So I'm in the process. So all that to be said is that I'm going to make the investment. I'm preparing this week to search out the right technology, to make the investment, to get the right laptop, the right computer set up. I got some the tech setup I need to make the show correct, the work effective. Now, that's important because I'm going to talk about setup as well. So I highly recommend parents make the investment in your kids. Right now, the educational system across the nation is putting a lot of responsibility on the parents to really become teachers. And that's a lot to ask of a parent, especially like a business owner like myself, my wife, who is so busy now. She's preparing to hire as well. She's looking for an assistant as well. She's currently going through the interview process right now. So you're asking us to take on that additional responsibility to be educators as well as parents, as well as all of the million things that we already are doing. So I know for our daughter, who is 13 years old, I know for a fact that she loves to lay in the bed and do her work. But I also know she's very much like her father, where the technology don't work right, she gets frustrated on another level. Now, I can manage my expectations, my frustration. She ain't quite got there yet. And last year, they gave her a HP Stream laptop, which is, I'll just stop there. So it would take, literally, she would get so frustrated because it would take sometimes 30 minutes for the laptop to come on. Once it came on, it worked. But to load everything up, it was so slow. She would get so annoyed, so frustrated, because she also a little bit of a last minute person sometimes. So she would literally want to get on 5 minutes before, or 2 minutes before, or 1 minute before. That didn't work. So I had to help her to get prepared quicker. But it would be so much more effective for her if she had the right equipment. So for those parents who have the ability to purchase a laptop or purchase the right equipment, I ask you, I beg you, do it, because it's going to make their life so much more easier, take away some of the stresses that they may have with trying to utilize the technology. So the question is, do you have the right setup? You guys talk back to me. Do you have the right setup? Even as a technology person, and some may call me a technology expert, I don't have the right setup for my own business in terms of doing social media lives, Facebook lives. Our daughter does not have the right setup. I talked to my wife about that the other day, that we have to literally we're going to have to make some serious investments in getting her a desk for her room, getting her the right equipment for her room, and we're going to let her play a part in that, because laying in the bed is not going to get it, because I don't think we're going to talk to an educational consultant about that, because there's two schools of thought. Is you let them be comfortable and let them work in their own environment. That's one school of thought. So another school of thought is they need to have the same level of environment that they would in school, because when they get into because schooling also is teaching and training you to have the right training you for corporate America, or training you for training you for the real world. Let me not say corporate America. Training you for the real world, right? So it's two schools of thought. So we're going to get with the educational consultant. We're going to have her on the show, actually, but we're going to get with her to talk about the best thing for our child. So I would advise you, if you want information about the consultant I'm referring to, let me know and I get information to you. We have several educational elements. We've been blessed to have elementary educational experts, pre-K, preschool, educational, middle school, high school. We have several educators in our space, me and my wife in our space, that we're going to be reaching out to. So if you guys need information about that, please reach out. We have principals, superintendents that we consult with, that we have at our disposal. Thank God. To God be the glory. We have that connection, those connections. So we're going to do that for our own personal child. And I recommend you do it for your child, your kids as well, because it's going to make all the difference. And today I found firsthand today that it was frustrating today because I just didn't have the right setup. And it's important to have consistency with your right setup. It's important that you have consistency. So, although Facebook Live is designed to go, and Facebook Live loves organic lives where you just open the phone up, it's not going through a third-party software. They really like that. And that was one of the conversations we had with the consultant. I had with the consultant on last week, is that Facebook likes organic stuff. So a lot of people produce their things through other third-party software, which is great. And I recommend, I'm using StreamYard. I'm going to be evaluating Ecamm in the coming days. Ecamm is another software that a lot of Mac users, professionals, that I was recommended that I take a look at and compare the two to see which one is going to be the best method for me. So I'm just excited about moving forward. I'm excited about what God is doing. But again, if you guys have any questions, for those watching the replay, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to send your questions. Let me put it back up on the screen. Okay. I'm going to get this right. If you have any technology questions, by all means, you can send them. Call us 708-483-4823. You can call us 708-483-4823. You can text us at 708 as well, 483-4823. You can always send us an email. But again, for those watching, coming on just now, we're hiring an administrative assistant. We're hiring a / office manager. I don't want to repeat all of that, but send your resume to support at agtechsupport.net. You can go back to the top of the show and get all the information about what we're looking forward to. But we definitely need in need of those services. Now, back to what I was saying, and then we're going to close it out here in the next few minutes. Having the right setup is very key as well. Because when you look at any of the podcasts you watch, if you look at, any of the shows that you watch on Facebook Live, even look at my wife's setup for her jury show, the J. Janine jury show at 10 o'clock every day. Shameless plug, 10 a.m. live. It ain't just no darn jury show. These women, it turns into a talk show. I mean, people come on there to laugh, they cry, they have counseling sessions, prayer meetings, everything. You tell me, I mean, it is. She has a whole community right now, and when she ain't live, they happy. We got to figure out how, when she not live, to run a replay show or something, because they be like blowing her phone up. Where you at? What you doing? But my point of bringing it to your attention is that her background, people know it. Her setup is just consistent, and so she can go on there in a moment's notice, and boom, she's ready to go live. It's consistent. They're gonna get the same look, the same show, the same feel, and people know that. So for me, that's where I'm at now. I'm at that place where I have to have a consistency, stage, look, light, and you always evolve and get better. But doing what I did today was frustrating. It took me an hour to get reset up because I didn't have the right setup. So parents, grandmamas, granddaddies, uncles, aunts, get your kids the right setup for the new school year. Invest in some equipment. Invest in the right equipment. You may even want to do some things like soundproofing the room. Well, I don't know. That might not be good. But soundproofing your office. Because if for example, I'm in my home, we don't have a large home. So if I'm in my room doing one place doing a live, my wife is doing a live in another room, my daughter is doing a Google with a classroom or whatever they're going to be doing, and we all talking. We're going to be competing. And I know in my home, my wife can tune everybody out. Me and my daughter are very much alike. So I am wired to hear. I hear everything. I listen, active listening. I'm listening to my surroundings. I'm just wired that way. God built me that way. So I can get easily distracted when somebody else is talking. My ears start tuning into that conversation. Some people may call it nosy. It's a gift that God has given me, and it comes in handy a lot. Let me just say that. Comes in handy a lot. Ask my pastor. Comes in handy a lot. So with that being said, I get distracted. So I have to have the right environment. That's why I'm in my office / studio a lot of times doing the live, because I need that space, that peace and quiet. So get the right setup. If you need somebody, so the question on the table is, do you have the right setup? And if you don't, reach out to us. Let's talk through it, what you may need. I do not sell computers. I got out of that business a long time ago. I got out of that business because there's no money in that business. So I spent a lot of time just doing research with people that make $5 off of a laptop. That made no money. But I'm willing to be of assistance to those individuals. So I have a lot of resources in terms of where to point in the right direction. So if you need a good inexpensive laptop, you can't afford to buy, $1,000 laptop or $800 laptop, but you want to get a good quality refurbished laptop, I can point you in the right direction, give you the right resources so that you can be. We partner with Amazon. Our AG Technology is partner with Amazon. So in the next coming days, I'm about to wrap it up. Coming days, I'm be giving you guys a link. You can go to our website and you can buy things from Amazon through our Amazon store. So I'm very excited about that. So we got a lot of great things happening. I'm making an announcement officially today that we will not be going live every day at 12 o'clock anymore. We will not be going live at 12 o'clock anymore. We're going to be shifting to a most likely evening slot. So that information will be coming out soon. I'm waiting on some new equipment to come in. Guys, I got some heavy hitters. I got some heavy hitters that have already lined up to come on the show to talk about various topics in the technology space. We're going to lead off with the educational, getting you guys prepared for your kids to go back to school in the fall. The college kids go back to school. For those who are still going to be working from home, e-learning from home, we got some great people lined up. I'm so excited. I just went out and said, hey, ask some people who are experts in that respective fields, and they said yes. Antonio, I got your back. You always been there for me. I got you. I'm talking about people get paid a lot of money to do what they do. A lot of money. So I'm like, thank you, Lord, for favor. So again, if there are any questions, ladies and gentlemen, ask those questions. I'm going to end it in about 1 minute. If you don't have any questions, I'll close out with a couple of announcements. Again, I will be doing some random pop-ups. But until we go officially set the date, which it will not be long, I promise you guys it won't be long. We're going to officially set the date of the new time and the new show. But until then, I'll do some random pop-ups. But it will not be at the 12 o'clock hour any longer. We're going to we move it on up. We're going into the prime time slot. We're going to the prime time slot. We're going to build out our studio and everything. So I'm excited about that. We're hiring, ladies and gentlemen. We're hiring an AG Technology Consultants. For anybody that's been rocking with me, you guys know that I've been confessing that we're not going to survive the pandemic. We're going to thrive through the pandemic, and we are thriving. So we're rapidly accelerating in our growth. So we need an administrative / office assistant. We are hiring for that position. It may turn out to be 2 positions, but we'll see. Lastly, we need an accounts payable / invoice person. So again, that position may end up spinning off to become 2 positions as we continue to grow. Visit our website at www.ag. Looks like I got a question here. I didn't even see that. Hey, Brandon, what's going on, Prophet? I'm sorry, I did not. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, Brandon, you guys go follow Brandon. He's God's prophet. I hope he's still watching. He is God's prophet. Go follow Brandon Doris. He's He's God's man of God. He's a man of integrity. He's a man after God's own heart, and he has a word in his heart that comes out of his mouth from from the throne of heaven straight to you. So go follow him. And I have a question. We'll get to the question in 1 second. So I just want to finish wrapping this up. I'm sorry I didn't see the question till now, but we're going to be hiring for an invoice specialist as well. Accounts payable / invoice specialist. We're looking to make this hire by having up and running by Monday. Up and running by how perfect timing, right? That's why it's important to have the right setup. So it's important to have the right setup. So go visit www.agtechsupport.net and visit our website. I need everybody to go subscribe. It's the last thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna get out of here. I need I need you guys to be a blessing to me. I do this free of charge. People call me off the air. I don't know why they don't ask questions on the air, but they call me off the air almost every day asking questions. We be a blessing. I don't charge for it. I want to be of value to you and to your life, to your business. I want you to thrive in this pandemic, not survive. I want you to thrive in this pandemic. So go visit AG. Go to the YouTube page, Agmrtechnology. Just search Agmrtechnology. It's not a lot of content there yet. I'm telling you that up front, but we're building it. We're working with my social media consultant. We're building. We're going to repurpose a lot of our software. We do a lot of we got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff in the woodworks. I'm telling you guys. But I need 100 subscribers. I told you guys earlier, cracked a joke. My niece is like 10 or 11. I don't know. How old is Gabby? Okay, I think she's like 11 or something. She got 50 subscribers on her YouTube page. I don't got 50 subscribers on my YouTube page. Although I hadn't put no work into my YouTube page until now, so don't judge me. But I need 100 subscribers. But I do need you guys to go visit. I do need you guys. I can hear Prophet Brandon laughing at me already. I do need you guys to go like, share, comment, subscribe to my AG Technology Consultants page on Facebook. Now, we are active on that page. We're very active on that page. I need you guys to go subscribe to that page. Go join our group, AG Tech Tips group. Man, we drop bombshells in that group. I dropped a bombshell this weekend. People are like, man, thank you so much. I need to hear that. So we drop bombshells in there all the time. We really building our content. All right, I'm over my time. Let me get to these questions. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you so much. Man, I'm excited. And I'm excited. So in fact, I'm gonna go out on the limb of you here. Prophet Brandon, can I get you on the show? I'm building out a schedule. I want to get you on the show. I want to come out the gate. You know how when shows launch new time slots, when they launch new time slots, they come out with they bring on the heavy hitters. I want to bring on some heavy hitters. So Prophet Brandon, I'm gonna ask you on the air in front of the world, can I get you to come on the show to talk about technology, how as a pastor, as a prophet, as a man of God, how you had to pivot and still be relevant and still get the word to the people during the pandemic. Can I get a commitment from you that you'll come on the show with me? All right, I got a question. Let me go read this question. It says, let's put it up on the air and put it up on the show. Thank you, man of God. I thank you so much. I appreciate you. So me and my wife, we love you. We appreciate you. All right, let's get this question on the air. Job related. Sounds weird, but once the computer is on mute and shut down, is anyone able to listen on what's going on through the computer? Nope, not a crazy question at all. No, the computer. Once your computer is shut down, as far as I know, I don't know of any high level techie stuff that can be happening outside of that. But the answer to your question is no. Once the computer is shut down, it is turned off from the outside world. Now, if you have some concerns, and I'm not, no judgment zone. If you have some concerns that you may have some listening ears, with all of the high-tech stuff going on with Google, and I can't say the word because it'll start going off all over my house, and I don't want to do that. But the other word made by Amazon, all those devices that listen in, if you got concerns of those type of things, here's what I suggested you do. Is if you have an issue, unplug your internet service from your computer, disconnect it. If you disconnect your computer, your internet from the computer, you're unplugged from the outside world. And for those people who have have some concerns, if their job and things like that, because let's be realistic. Let me be very honest with you. With remote workers now becoming the thing of the norm, not the thing of the abnormal, but the norm now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Be very honest, be very transparent, spill the beans. There's software that most people have on their computer where they can remote in. They can remote into your computer. That's how we run our entire operation. Our tech team, although our focus is not, we focus more on cloud solutions, so everything's in the cloud. We do have still have a handful. Well, we have a very significant, this is a handful, a significant number of on-site customers. But we don't go to customers' locations anymore. We can remote into their computer with their permission and explicit written permission. We can remote into their computers at the drop of a dime, but with their permission. Now, why am I saying that? A lot of times I'm able to remote into people's computers and they're unaware. Well, they are aware because they gave me permission. But my point is, there's nothing that let you know that I'm there unless I give you indication or move the mouse. Because what happens a lot of times is people they'll chat with us. They'll chat with us and they'll say, hey, I'm having my computer acting weird. How do you do this? I said, or myself, one of the technicians will say, sure, let me log in. So we'll log in and monitor what they're doing. We don't have to touch anything. We can see what they're doing. And because they're not paying attention, they don't even realize that we're there. So, and I'm not probably should tell you how this, y'all probably freaking out right now. But, some bosses they'll log in and see what their staff is doing. It's their computer, it's their job. They want to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So it's almost no different than them walking by your desk at the job. So yeah, so just don't do nothing crazy. Don't do nothing crazy. So I know I probably just freaked y'all out with that, but and I'm not saying people do that. Let me be very clear. All right, I gotta go. If you have any other questions, hit us up. Last thing I'll say is hit us up at put it on the screen different here. Forget it. Too much. 708-483-4823. Visit our website at www.agtechsupport.net. Be a blessing. Go on the website. In the next coming days, we have a place where you leave a comment. So leave your comments on the website if we've been a blessing to you. Leave a comment below if we've been a blessing to you. Like this, share this, comment, subscribe to AG Tech Tips page. And listen, guys, we won't be back again consistently during the noontime hour, but we will be launching and dropping the new time. I'm excited about that. We're going prime time. All right, guys, gotta go. Yes. Yes, I can. Guys, I'm out. We won't see you at the top. We're going to see you over the top. And my confession, my belief, for those that rock with the Lord, that have faith in God, I guarantee you, you're not going to survive this pandemic. You're going to come out on the other side thriving. So I won't see you at the top. I'll see you over the top on the beaches of the world. Let's go. Oops. Just messed up.